Hello, this is Vinny. This is Monday, February 27th, and I have 3 days left in this round. I just measured out my remaining injections, and that's how much I have left. Today is one, then I have 2 more, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's been a very difficult, very disappointing time for me. But I don't want to be negative. When I had checked in last, I had done about a week of being perfect on protocol and not weighing all this stuff. Then I had a day where I cheated, and then I had to weigh after that, and anyway, it's just been so difficult. I've cheated like 3 times in the last week, but not, okay. I found out that I have a serious issue with emotional eating. Since I changed my injection area, as Hebby Dobby was talking about in one of her videos, that she changed her injection area to where it specifies on pounds and inches. And so I did that also, and after I did that, I noticed a huge difference with my hunger, and it went to 0 pretty much. There was one day where I was actually hungry, but that was also emotional. But I've noticed that when I get really upset, and there's been a lot for me to be upset about the last week, I just reach for the food and cram it in my mouth. There was an episode where my husband and I were having a disagreement, and the second he left, I shoved something in my mouth. And that's really what made me just stop and be like, wow, this is not good. This is really not good. So, I had actually made an appointment with a therapist. She specializes in eating disorders, and I've seen her a couple of times for other things. But she mentioned that she specializes in eating disorders. So, anyway, and on the day of the appointment, I couldn't make it because my littlest kitten, the one you see climbing in the background, actually, that's how she tells you she's hungry. She climbs into her high chair and sits there, and that's how you know she wants something to eat. Silly girl. She wound up in the hospital for breathing issues and was admitted to the hospital, and we were there with her, and it was just, she is a tiger. She fights like crazy. So she was fighting the doctors, she wasn't letting anybody give her any medicine, and this and that, and diagnosed as asthmatic, and she would get really upset if you try to hold her down to give her treatment, so then her breathing would get worse. Or if you don't hold her down, she's just, are you there with her? Oh. Thank you. She would run around all over the hospital floor, the ward, the, little whatever, it's shaped in a square. And she would run and run and run and run and run until she was breathless and coughing again. And so, man, it was just really, really difficult. So, on the first day that we were in the hospital with her, the ER, I was exhausted, and I didn't have very much to drink, because she wasn't even letting me go to the bathroom. She would scream the second I get out of her sight. But I didn't cheat on protocol at all. I went to a grocery store and got some hard-boiled eggs, and I had that. But the next day, I cheated, and it's just, I was so upset about all this stuff. And, it's not an excuse, but it's just, I've noticed that's my pattern is, anyway, it needs a lot of work, I guess. So I'm trying not to feel discouraged, and I would like to not weigh, but I'm not at that point right now. I need to weigh because I need to make sure I'm on track, and I'm glad I tried it, um, but I think I really do need to just have better control of, okay, I'm not allowed to constantly weigh myself all day long, but I do need to weigh and to make sure that I'm on track. So when I weighed this morning, I was 290.0, and I had started this round at 317 point something, not sure what. You can just say 0.0 is point something, but it doesn't really matter. So a little disappointed with the results. I only have a few more days on the VLCD, you know, the 2 days of injection and 3 more VLCD days, and I will be in Florida then. So feeling really lonely and very down, actually. So I don't know, but I'm trying to stay positive, and you know, it's a step in the right direction, and I'm trying not to compare myself with other people, and you know, I watch these videos where people have such a great loss, and on their somebody on their first round lost already 50 plus pounds and is talking about doing 20 more pounds on the first round when they started almost where I was. So it hurts a little bit, you know, it really does, but it's not. I need to curb my competitive nature and just calm down and relax, and this is not supposed to make things worse, it's supposed to make things better, you know. But I have to remind myself that this is what I'm doing for me and not anybody else. But I'm just feeling a little sad, a little lonely. And I had done 2 apple days to correct back to back. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not. I would lean towards not, but I don't know. I felt like doing it, so that's what I did. And I felt really good. Like, I had a ton of energy. A ton of energy. I couldn't even sleep. I had so much energy. And I didn't have hunger. I felt fine. I didn't even eat all 6 apples both days. I ate like 4 apples one day and I think 3 or 4 the next day. So I drank water. Anyway, just a couple more days left, and it's not easy to find quiet time to record because of everything going on, but I just know that I'm on the right track, and I wish that it would come sooner. I just really wish the weight would come off faster, but it's coming off, and I guess it doesn't really matter how long it takes. That's what I have to keep saying. I don't know. The other thing is I'm taking it a lot more seriously after the whole issue with being able to buy HCG from All Day Chemist. You can't do that anymore, apparently. You can find it in other places, but it's considerably more expensive. And I had actually already bought, I bought 10 vials when I'd ordered, but I get it in 2,000 increments, so that means I need to mix twice during my rounds to get, I get about 32 injections per round then. So I have enough to do 4 more rounds. And then we'll see what happens then. I was going to order some more now, but I don't want it to go, get expired or old or whatever. I'll just figure it out after 4 rounds. It's going to be about a year, 4 rounds. So who knows what can happen in a year. I don't know. But I'm just going to wait it out and see what's going on. But it's really making me take it a lot more seriously because it's like there's a limit. You can't mess around. I can't mess around. And I keep thinking, oh, I'm young, I'm in my 20s, whatever. I've got time to do all this stuff, lose weight, but I really, um, I really don't. I really gotta get it done. So, anyway, better go. Um,